So I did find a Connect in there also. So.
Okay, for the Xbox?
Yeah, and then a bunch of these.
What's going on, guys? So I'm headed right now to the police department to meet up with somebody that I messaged on Facebook Marketplace. He was selling a PlayStation 1, and I asked him if he had anything else lying around that was video game related, and he told me he just bought a storage unit, and inside the storage unit found a ton of video game consoles and video game stuff. He is not a video game person by any means, and he said he was looking to get rid of it all in one lump sum. I told him that I would be interested in every single thing that he had, and we worked out a price of $360. And he said that he has a Nintendo Switch with some games, a Wii U, some PlayStation 3s, I think some PSPs, as well as that PlayStation 1, and some other stuff, a ton of consoles, everything's untested. And I don't know if we're gonna make money on this $360 investment. I don't know if any of it works. If it ends up working after we test it, we're gonna make a lot of money. But if it ends up not working, we're probably gonna break even. So we will see, but I'm heading over there right now to go buy everything that he found in that storage unit. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Are you Nick?
I am.
Chris.
Nice to meet you. All right, I have all the stuff back here.
So do you buy storage units for a living or just a hobby?
I just do it for a hobby once in a while. So I did find a Connect in there also. So.
Okay, for the Xbox?
Yeah, and then a bunch of these.
I'll just take a quick peek.
Yeah. Mainly PSP games, it looks like. Here's that Switch. And the Switch, here's the controllers.
Okay, so you got two controllers for the Switch then?
There's that, and then they're connected.
Oh, yeah. Two sets of Joy-Cons?
Yep.
Cool.
And then 4 games.
You tried powering this one on?
That one powers up. That works, that's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it all.
Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. It looks kind of cool.
Oh, this is like an old
I thought it was like
Magnavox Odyssey. This is like kind of like Atari. It's just as bad as an Atari. There's not really much going on the screen.
Yeah,
that's ancient. That's cool. I don't know if I can even test this thing. I think you need an old TV.
A power.
You got an adapter for it.
There's an adapter, and so I did find some adapters too.
That thing's wild looking.
Nope. Inside here, you'll see there's adapters for some stuff.
Okay.
Found it at last second. So.
Cool. Yeah.
Hopefully you get some use out of it.
Yeah. If some of the stuff's broken, I'll try to fix it because I've been dabbling in that.
So you do just games and stuff like that?
Yeah, just video game stuff. I know you said that you do storage units for a hobby. So if you come across anything that I'm interested in, like comic books, collectibles, anything Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I do have some Pokemon cards. I just remembered my kid, he used to collect them way back in the day.
Okay.
They're 1990.
So they're like the first generation ones, yeah.
The money makers.
Yeah, those go for a pretty penny. So
and they've all been kept in containers and stuff like that. So.
Like binders and stuff.
Yeah. Do you do like baseball cards too, or no?
Not into sports. Maybe like older baseball cards, like 60s or 70s, but I've never really dabbled too much in sports cards.
You should. There's money in that for sure.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
People that get them graded and stuff like that.
I do a lot of computers. That's mainly all I mess with.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff is like people would just give me computers. Hey, you want this? Sure.
Because it doesn't work anymore, and you fix it up.
Yeah. I have like so many parts, it's unbelievable. I have probably, like I said, like 60 laptops or something like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a lot.
I bought a pallet of them just to...
like an Amazon pallet?
No, I found a guy on Facebook down in Indiana that was selling, like his shop closed, he was closing his shop.
Okay.
And he had a bunch of laptops. Some of them were broken, some of them, were good. And I offered him like $1,000 for it. He's like, all right, deal. And so I went down there, picked it up, and I made my money back in like 4 laptops, and I'm like, all right, deal.
Did you make a lot of money off that pellet? Yeah, hopefully I'll get some use out of this stuff.
Yeah, let me know if you come across any laptops.
Yeah.
And if I come across some collectible stuff, I'll send them your way.
Anything video games or Pokemon, that's like my main 2 things that I look for.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it.
Cool. Okay, hopefully you make some money at least and get it all up and running.
It should be exciting to look through all these. So
I know it's always fun when you get like a pile of stuff in your life.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
Yeah, stay in contact for sure.
For sure, yeah. Did you want to take my number down by chance?
What's your shop?
All right, so I just got home. Here is the tub of stuff. I was talking to that guy for about an hour, and he was saying that he bought his storage unit for $60. Not only did he find this tub of video game stuff, he also found a brand new in-the-box generator, and he ended up selling that for about 300 bucks. So he did pretty good on his $60 investment. And not only do we have this tub of video games, he took my number down, and anytime that he finds anything that I'm looking for in any of the storage units he buys, he's gonna text me first. And that is the power of networking. I'm cutting in really quick to thank Temu for sponsoring today's video. Temu is an online marketplace that offers competitively priced products such as toys, electronics, home decor, and more. They also offer free shipping and free returns for up to 90 days from the original purchase date. My favorite category on Temu is obviously the massive video game section that they have with loads of great deals to choose from. I found tons of affordable Switch accessories, just like this 4K conversion cable. If you guys do not have a docking station, go ahead and pick one of these bad boys up. They are at a great price. They connect via USB-C to HDMI, and they will connect to your TV just like a docking station would, so you can play your Switch just like intended with your friends. They also have other accessories like charging cables, wireless controllers, and a ton of other great products to choose from. The big deal that Temu has to offer right now is their pricing on a Nintendo Switch OLED. Typically the pricing for an OLED Switch is about $350, but with Temu's exclusive link, you can pick one up for only $264. Use code DEAL9872 for an extra 30% off, bringing the total down to a price of $239. That is over $100 in savings. This is an incredible deal if you're looking to pick up a Nintendo Switch OLED. I highly recommend that you jump on this deal because it will not last long. Check out Temu for yourself with the link in the description below. Remember to use code DEAL9872 for an extra 30% off your entire order. The shipping usually takes about a week, but it is free shipping. Thank you again to Temu for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's start looking through everything that we have here. There is no game inside this Mortal Kombat Xbox 360 case. We have a Black Ops Call of Duty 2 with Minecraft inside the case. We have a sealed Switch game. It is Carnival Games. Yeah, that thing is still sealed. Wow. Got some Joy-Cons. Nintendo Switch. Another pair of Joy-Cons. It's missing the kickstand on it. I did not notice that, but we are going to power it on and see if it works a little bit later. We got a Wii U controller. Nintendo Switch box. That is going to be really nice when I go to sell the Nintendo Switch. That will make it sell a lot faster. We got a Magnavox Odyssey 3000. And I actually bought a Magnavox Odyssey 2000, I think, at an estate sale with a bunch of games. This thing is ancient, crazy looking. It says renewed on the back. Everything's there, I think. He said that there was an adapter, so we might be able to test this thing. So that might be cool, but I think these sell for like 50 bucks for parts. So if it ends up working, if we can test it, maybe a little bit more than 50 bucks, but definitely cool nonetheless. We got another bag of games. I kind of looked through these when I met him up, but let's see if the games are actually in here. We got Race Driver 2006 for PSP. We got Connect Sports with Wipeout in the Zone and Connect Sports. Lego Movie, Left 4 Dead 2. We have Medal of Honor Heroes, PSP game. X-Men Origins, Wolverine, PSP game. We got Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. That is the manual too. And we got Cars with the manual, PSP, Greatest Hits. A few more PSP games lying on the bottom of this bag. We got Daxter, Toy Story 3. We got SpongeBob, Truth or Square. Sims 2. Then there's this has PSP games in it as well. ATV Off-Road. SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Fire Team Bravo. We got a 007 game from Russia with Love. And we got Resistance Retribution. That's all that was in that bag. We have an entire bag of just PSPs. That is crazy. There's another PSP. We got 4 PSPs. We are going to test everything in this tote after I sort everything out, and I will show you if any of it works. Hopefully, all of this stuff is untested, so we do have to test it ourselves, but we got 4 PSPs that we're gonna be trying out. Moving on, we got another bag. This, he was saying, was adapters, and this is for the Wii U. Power cables. We got an Xbox 360 brick. There is some Wii stuff. We got a Wii controller with a nunchuck. We got 2 PSP chargers. And some other stuff. We got a Chicago Bears bendy straw. It's very nice. Yeah, some miscellaneous stuff in here. I will look for the converter for that Magnavox in here. We have the Nintendo Switch dock. This is the PS1 that he had listed. No game. Super clean. Don't know if it works. We have a Xbox 360 with a sock sticker. Also pretty clean. If you guys take a look at the back of your Xbox 360 and look at the power connector, it can actually indicate what board this is, which will tell us what generation this console is. Lucky for us, this port right here is indicating a Jasper motherboard, which is a Generation 3 console, which is the one that is most sought after. It just does not have the same problems as the other two do. And if this one does work, it's gonna be a little bit of money. So lucky for us, we found an Xbox 360 with a Jasper board that has HDMI capabilities. This is an Xbox 360 Connect sensor he also said that he found. So that's like 20 bucks or so. These don't sell too frequently though. We also have a Wii U console. So I'm excited to see if there's a game in here as always. And it's in decent condition. We also have the cables for it, so it's gonna be easy to test. And we also have the controller. So yeah, this will sell really easily if it does work. We have another Xbox 360 console. I think this is the S, yeah, Xbox 360 S. If this one works, maybe 60 bucks, but I wanna see if there's a game in here as well. Lastly, we have 2 PS3 Super Slims. and these don't look like they're in the best condition. The warranty sticker may have been removed. Somebody may have been inside here, I do not know. There's a game inside though. We got Walking Dead, Survival Instinct. That's really cool. Hopefully this thing works. It does not look like it's in the best condition, but we will test it nonetheless. Here's the other one. No game in this guy. This one's in way better condition, and it doesn't look like somebody's been inside it. The warranty stickers are still on it. There's like some water droplets on the outside of it. I don't know if water got inside the console. Yeah, these look kind of sketchy, but we're gonna try them out. So I totally forgot, he mentioned that this is not the only Switch game that he had. Inside this Switch case, there was actually 4 more games. So let's take a look at those. We got Mario Odyssey. We got Carnival Games, another copy of it. We got Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then we got Crash, the Insane Trilogy. So we got 4 more Switch games, probably close to $100 in Switch games alone. So that is really nice that that's included. Here is the entirety of our $360 investment all laid out on the table, besides a few odds and ends like power supplies, as well as some auxiliary cables that I left out. But we have a Magnavox Odyssey 3000, 2 PS3 Super Slims. We have a Wii U console with some extra stuff like controllers and all of the cables for it. We have an entire Nintendo Switch bundle. This is the box, manual, and inserts. We have an extra pair of Joy-Cons, and we have 5 games, 1 being sealed, and then the docking station, of course. We have 4 PSPs, 2 PSP chargers. This is a rechargeable battery for an Xbox 360 controller. We have the guy who started it all off. This is what I messaged him about, and I asked him if he had anything else lying around, and we got all of this stuff. So make sure when you're on Facebook looking for stuff, ask people if they have anything else that's lying around that they would consider selling, because this is what you can get. It works for me a lot of the times, and it is a great strategy. We have some odds and ends over here, just some games. A lot of them are in mismatched cases. I don't think any of them are too expensive either. We have some PSP memory sticks. We have a Nintendo Switch carrying case, which is really nice. 2 Xbox 360s and an Xbox Kinect sensor. Now comes the fun part. Let's test every single console one by one to see if it works, as well as check if there's any games that were left inside, because that's really my favorite part, to see if there's any surprises for us. Unfortunately, I can't test the Magnavox Odyssey 3000. What he thought was an adapter was just the power supply, so we could still test to see if it works. We could power it on, but that's pretty much all we can do for that guy, but super cool nonetheless. Let's test every single thing that we just bought. First up, we have our PlayStation 1. I went ahead and put a copy of Dino Crisis in there, and I also attached a PlayStation 1 controller that I had lying around. So let's see if it will start up on our little Toshiba TV. So it seems to play the game perfectly fine, as you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one works. Let's move on to the next console. Here's the Xbox 360S. I got it connected via HDMI to my monitor, and I also had this Xbox 360 controller lying around. So if this ends up working, I'm gonna connect it to the system, and we're gonna see if it actually plays a game. But first off, let's see if there's a game inside. There is. Left 4 Dead. Wow. That is a good one to find. Game of the Year edition. And the Xbox started right up. Let's put this back in and see if it'll play the game. I don't know if it's going to read the Left 4 Dead disc. I've never seen this. I think the system is thinking that it is a DVD. Let's go ahead and try Left 4 Dead 2. Looks like the game is starting up perfectly fine. I did have a few issues. I had to try the game like 3 or 4 times. It kept saying it was unrecognizable. I think the sensor needs to be cleaned. I'm not sure, but it started the game on the 3rd try. I'll take a closer look at it, but as of now, I'm gonna say that this guy works. Just needs to be cleaned a little bit. Here is that original Xbox 360 with that Jasper board. I have it connected HDMI to my monitor. Let's go ahead and see if there's a game inside. No game. Let's go ahead and test it. We still have our Left 4 Dead 2, and we know it works, so let's go ahead and put that in. Looks like our Xbox is turning on, so that's a good sign. This thing is super clean. I have never seen one of these so clean. This must have been kept in a closet for a long time. Yeah, there is seriously like almost no cosmetic wear on this guy. Looks like the game is starting right up. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this Xbox 360 works. Up next we have our first PS3 Slim. I've never seen one of these in person actually. This thing is an abomination. I don't know who had one growing up. I never did. But I have a PlayStation 3 controller that I have hooked up, and we have the Walking Dead disc inside this PS3, so let's go ahead and turn it on and see if it works. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this console works. It started up the game perfectly fine, and it seems like it's playing the game perfectly fine. So I'm gonna say this PlayStation 3 works. Super Slim number 2. Let's go ahead and use this contraption. This thing is wonky, man. I don't know who would own one of these things. This thing, let's go ahead and power it on and see if it works. Started up the game perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this PS3 Super Slim is working, although it still is really odd looking and very wonky. I don't know who wants to own one of these, but yeah, it does work. Next up, we have the Wii U console. Let's go ahead and see if there's a game inside. Come on, come on. There is a game. Let's see what it is. We got Splinter Cell Blacklist. This is like a $15 or $20 game if I'm not mistaken, so that is awesome. Nice surprise. Let's go ahead and put that back in. We got our controller over here working. We got Super Mario Maker, Pinball Arcade, Hulu, some other stuff. Looks like that's working, and looks like our console is working as well. Let's see if we can get it to boot up that Splinter Cell game. Uh-oh guys, we have a parental control pin. That is not good. Yeah, so this is needed to play games on the Wii U, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can just guess it. No, that's not it. Yeah, that is really bad because you have to contact Nintendo to get that taken off. It actually worked. 1, 2, 3, 4 actually worked. So when in doubt, 1, 2, 3, 4. If 0, 0, 0, 0 doesn't work, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is amazing. Yeah, looks like this Wii U is fully functional, and we have the parental control pin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this Wii U is working perfectly fine. Here is the Nintendo Switch. This is by far the most expensive thing out of the entire lot. I have high hopes for this working because he said that he did test this and it actually worked. There is no game in the game card slot. Unfortunately, we only have these 5 games, but let's go ahead and see if it's gonna power on. Yeah, so it powers right on. Let's go ahead and throw a game inside and see if it'll play it. I'm gonna unwrap this sealed Carnival games and throw it in the game card slot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna throw Mario Odyssey in there and see if it wants to play it for us. As you can see, I took both Joy-Cons off. The Switch is very low battery, but I just wanted to show you guys that these Joy-Cons work perfectly fine and the game started up perfectly fine. I'm gonna say that this is a fully functioning Switch, so let's go ahead and test this pair of Joy-Cons. As you can see, these ones work as well. They are very dead, so I had to plug them into the actual console itself. But yep, this is a fully functioning switch with the box and a few extras, and I should have no problem selling this. Alright, so here's the Magnavox Odyssey 3000. I got it all plugged in to my outlet, and my house did not start on fire. That is a great sign. I don't know why I thought there would be some sort of LED to indicate that this thing had power. My mistake. But yeah, I don't have any other means to test this thing. I plugged it in, nothing happened, no sound or anything. I don't even think this thing has speakers. But yeah, I'm just gonna sell this as untested, but I assume it works. It's in really good condition, just don't have the means to test it. All right, here is the 4 PSPs that I have. This is a 2001, this one is a 3001, then we have a 1001 and a 1001. This one does not have a battery, and this one you can't even open up, I don't think. And then these two have batteries, they are swelled up, and they both have backs. The 3001 does not have a back. So besides the water damage, or whatever that is on the screen, this is a working PSP 2001. Alright, this one works as well. Let's move on to the next one. Another 1001 with Toy Story. Let's go ahead and power it on. We're not getting any sort of power whatsoever. It seems like the warranty sticker was peeled off and somebody was inside this thing, so yeah, this guy does not work, unfortunately, but I know I can open it up and see what's wrong with it. I probably will do that, and I'll end up keeping that. Might make a video out of it, I don't know, but yeah, this for sure was messed with. I don't know what they did or why they opened it, but this guy does not work. Here is the 3001 series. This is by far the most expensive out of all of them, and I am not getting any power to this guy either. It does not look like the warranty seal was tampered with in any way. So I'm gonna have to open this guy up as well and diagnose him. But out of the 4 PSPs, we got 2 that don't work. This one, somebody tampered with the warranty seal and went inside it. God knows what they did to that thing. I don't know why they opened it either. And then we got this guy who does not work as well. So 2 of them are just gonna be for parts. So after calculating everything, it seems like we have a total retail cost of about $800 that we can sell all of our products for. I'm gonna be selling the Switch bundle on Facebook Marketplace because they sell really quickly and very well on Facebook Marketplace. I'll probably mark it at about $250. So that's $250 of cash profit that's gonna come back to us. And then we have the remaining $550 of product that I will be selling on eBay. So we have to take in consideration all of our eBay fees and shipping, which is gonna be about $130, plus our $360 that we paid for everything. That leaves us at a total profit of $60, plus our $250 for the Switch. Leaves us at $310 of estimated profit for everything that we bought for our $360 investment. So we almost doubled our money, $310 of estimated profit once everything sells. This is all video game stuff, so it should sell rather quickly. I'm also going to list it on cross-platforms, so Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, as well as my eBay store. So it all should sell pretty quickly, and our $360 investment netted us a $310 of estimated profit. I think that's pretty good for a couple hours of work, just cleaning these up and listing them and selling them and shipping them out. I don't think it's too big of a hassle. $310 in a couple hours, not bad. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.